Yay Networks.
Welcome to A Sandwich and Some Lovin'. I'm Kelly Raspberry Evans with my husband and podcast co-host for the past, can you believe it? It's been over 5 years, Alan Evans.
A train in the house.
Welcome, everyone.
Welcome, one and all.
We're not going to talk about weather. We're not going to come right out of the gate talking about the weather. We're just not going to do it. We're going to talk about everything but the weather.
Are we not?
Nope, not going to do it. Although I am dreading walking tonight after we finish recording the
walk,
podcast.
really?
I have to, Alan.
Oh.
I've made the commitment to walk every day, taking 1 day off per week.
Kind of accountable, posting all this on social media,
The accountability gets you right.
Yeah.
So I
Gonna feel a little guilty if you didn't do it?
Hashtag 4 miles a day.
Wow.
I got to do it because I take off 1 day a week. And last week I took off Friday.
Is it trending?
I don't know. I get messages all the time from people who say they're walking because I motivated them and I feel responsible to keep going.
How long have you been doing this?
Just over 3 weeks.
Over the last 3 weeks, you've missed like 1 or 2 days?
I missed,
That's it.
I believe 2 days because
You've been doing
I
great.
went straight, but then when I was in Florida, time got away from me and I skipped a day and I was like, you know what? I'm going to start giving myself a break and taking 1 day a week off. So I've missed 2 days. But, today the high, not that I'm talking about the weather, I'm really not. It was 109 today. And by the time we finish recording this podcast, it'll probably be hovering around 100 if we're lucky.
It was 109 and
It'll be dark.
Dylan still had soccer practice tonight.
I think as a parent, you need to revolt. When you have little boys
seems
running around,
insane.
it's insane. I mean, come on.
I don't think professionals practice in this, do they?
It's cruel. It's cruel.
I don't know if are they trying to make a point?
I
or-
don't know. It's 109. And I understand
I haven't
soccer
seen
is vitally important to the fabric of our lives.
Yes.
But I think at some point, somebody has to take a stand and say no.
I haven't seen any other kids' sports being practiced outside. In fact,
Well,
I took Cole to a baseball, not like a workshop, but a 1 day camp, I guess, today.
Mm-hmm.
They canceled it on the spot.
Yeah.
They said, no, we're not doing this. We got 4 kids here. It's too hot.
Yeah. On the weekends when I'm out walking early when I can,
I thought we were
do
talking
see.
about the
I'm
weather.
not. I'm saying I see kids practicing football and doing strength training and all that. I see that,
Yeah.
but not at 5:30 at night when it's 109.
When it's the maximum temperature.
Right. Somebody's got to be the adult here.
Cole also has this performance training. I forget I always can't remember the name. It's with Allen High School, and he goes there with a bunch of other buddies. They lift weights. They do sprints outside, and it's from 12:15 to 1:15. And Cole was telling me today, he's like, I'm not going tomorrow because they're doing like 50, 40-yard sprints or something.
And I know the pressure is if these kids don't show up, is the coach going to think, I'm not committed, I'm not dedicated, I'm too weak. But I mean, it's not. I mean, at some point, somebody's got to stand up.
I get working hard, in the off season and doing conditioning and all that, but this is like almost unsafe temperatures.
It is very unsafe. Am I whining? I don't know.
As we sit in
But
this
as we sit in the AC.
in this air conditioned manner.
Well, I'm going to go walking.
We
but
just got our
also-
electric bill, by the way.
Uh-oh.
For a manor, it wasn't too bad.
Well, Alan.
But it's probably going to be the max. No, next month's will be the maximum. But
See-
it was $565
Why would you tell that to everybody?
because
Isn't that
that's
private?
that's our electric
Isn't
bill.
that private?
I think that's pretty good. That's
Next year, you're going to reveal our income?
well, I'm not going to do that. But our electric bill was $565.
That's not bad considering how Alan likes to keep the air. Because I remember last year when we were having
How
the rolling.
Alan likes to keep the
Mhm.
air.
Because last year when we were having like rolling blackouts or whatever they call them, brownouts. I don't know
Oh, so
I don't know what makes the difference between a blackout or a brownout. I'm not sure.
So make me to be the asshole.
No, this is what happened. So I went upstairs because the governor said, everybody turn your air up, make it warmer in the house. And so I did that. And Alan's like, no, you can't do that because once you turn the air up, it has to work harder to cool the house off. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
That's before we got the AC fixed upstairs. And now it blows like it's supposed to.
Yeah, no matter what temperature you keep it at, don't jerk with it up and down because
Yeah.
it just makes the system work harder.
That's what he was saying.
Yeah.
So we just keep it nice and cold all the time.
yeah. Well, yeah, and we pay for it too.
Yeah. But anyway, that's not what we're here about.
We're not here to talk about that. We're not here to whine about the weather.
Oh, no. We're here to talk about Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck's wedding, whether Alan likes it or not. I've got to, Alan. I've got to. And also a little bit about what's going on with,
why?
Because I want to talk about it a little bit.
Why?
Because I want to.
You know why it's not special?
Why?
Because she's already done it four times.
But she's never done it with Ben. And also a little bit about what's happening with House and Habit. Alan, you're just going to have to let me talk a little bit of celebrity gossip. I have to.
House and Habit? What's going on with House and Habit?
Well, see, now you're interested.
I'm interested.
Now you're interested. I'll get to that in a minute.
I'm not interested in Bennifer.
Well, I am. Okay. And just to catch people up on, the latest, because by the time you're hearing this podcast, you've probably heard that Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck eloped to Las Vegas.
I heard they just got divorced.
No, Alan, that was a joke online. The Babylon Bee posted they've already gotten divorced, but it's a joke.
Funny. Babylon Bee, funny.
Babylon Bee can be funny.
Very
at times.
funny.
Can
Very
be funny,
funny.
as long as they're not offending you.
Very funny.
But so Ben, let me do real quick. So Ben and Jen, they got engaged about 3 months ago for the second time. And the truth of the matter is, if it wasn't for, because I've been following everything on social media, if it wasn't for that chick from Southern Charm and, A-Rod was DMing her and somebody else on the show busted her for it. They were like, if it was, everything goes back to Southern Charm. That's when A-Rod got busted, because there have been a lot of rumors about him kind of sneaking around and flirting with other girls, but Madison LaCroix was her name. And anyway, that was kind of like the final straw for Jennifer Lopez. And then she got back together with Ben almost a year ago. Remember, they were on the yacht celebrating her birthday, and it was really great. So anyway, they reconnected, got engaged 3 months ago, and went to, they took a private jet, from what I understand, to Las Vegas. And it was her kids, her mom, Ben and Jen, and that was it. I'm not sure if her hairdresser went with her to Vegas. I bet he did. But anyway, they went to the courthouse to get their marriage license, stood in line with everybody else. The reason I knew this before everybody else was because I am a member of the On the J-Lo newsletter. I get that in my inbox. So I got the email before it hit the press.
Hopefully you don't pay for that.
No, it's free, because I want to know what's going on with Jennifer. Anyway, so she stood in line, but because it took a little longer, they were going to be late to get to the little white wedding chapel in Las Vegas. But they stayed open an extra 30 minutes or so for Jennifer and Ben. And they said they could have had Elvis perform, but it would have cost a little extra, and he had already gone to bed, the guy that plays Elvis. So they did the whole pink Cadillac thing. She had some sort of white, simple dress. It was sleeveless. It looked very vintage to me. I don't know the details on this dress, but she said she had it a very, very, very long time and had always saved it for this moment. But then she changed into this fresh off the runway, from what I understand, look from, is it Zuhair? Is that how you say the designer's name? Not familiar, but she changed into that. They got married, and from what I understand, flew back to Los Angeles. Rumors now are Ben owns a property in Georgia, and they're going to have another wedding celebration. I don't know if they're legally married in Las Vegas, but they're going to do some sort of other wedding celebration in Georgia in the very near future with more people, and maybe with Ben's children. I don't know the situation there. Stepkids, step parents. It's always tricky. I hate to speculate, but they weren't there. We know that for sure. Jennifer Garner, his ex-wife, and his baby mama, she was.
I like Jennifer
I think
Garner.
she was in Lake Tahoe while all this was going on.
She uses our credit card.
But Capital One. But they said he did let her know, that this was going to be happening. He didn't pull a fast one. So anyway, that's where that stands, and I'm so excited and happy for her, because this should have happened 20 years ago, right? But maybe if they had gotten married 20 years ago, it would have ended in divorce, because there was
It would have.
There was so much media attention and paparazzi.
It would have.
They said at one point they were looking at using 3 decoy brides when they were going to get married 20 years ago, and they decided this is craziness, this is nonsense. Postponed the wedding, ended up canceling the wedding. But here we are 20 years later.
Well, I congratulate them.
But it's so funny. Some people, like some social media people on Instagram and TikTokers, they were like, look, now every woman's out there thinking, oh, now 20 years later, my ex is, maybe it can work for us. And he said, no, they've got your number and they're still not calling you. So don't think just because Ben and Jen made it work, it's going to work for everybody else.
Do you think she's happy?
I think she is. I think she's over the moon happy. She's 50. She's about to have a birthday. Is she going to be 53 or 54? I'm not 100% sure how old she's going to be. Oh, she's going to be 53 because last year it was 52. What'd it do? She's going to be 53.
Has Ben cleaned his act up?
He is doing better. I know he still smokes. And he still loves to gamble. But I don't know about his excessive drinking. And, Jennifer Garner helped him through all that. Even when they were divorced, she put his butt in rehab. She stood by him. She was very loyal to him because I think there was love there. But I also think she respected him as the father of her children.
She put his butt in rehab because he didn't want to do it? He was
rock bottom. There's pictures of them where he's in the back seat and she's in the front seat, and there's some other woman there too. And they're going through the Jack in the Box on the way to rehab. He's getting one more jumbo Jack before he goes to rehab.
He was unable to do it.
She told him that was it. I think it was an ultimatum.
He was that
drove him there.
He was that wheels off.
It was pretty bad for a while.
Well, it sounds like he's rebounded. He's with J-Lo now.
He is. And I hope this is it for her. This is marriage number 4, as Alan has previously pointed out. Mm-hmm. So he's not as happy about it as I am.
Well, I'm not happy or unhappy. It's just I've heard this story before. J-Lo got married.
I know, but this is to Ben.
This is
Ben? This is the original Bennifer.
Okay. All right. So this is a big deal.
Yeah, it is a big deal.
Did you see Britney? Speaking of we're scattershooting about celebrities. How about Britney saying she'd rather hang out with homeless people
than celebrities? Yeah, that's the thing is House and Habit. She was really big in the Johnny Depp trial. That's when Alan started following her. But she's also she's promoting all these conspiracy theories about Britney's husband, Sam Asghari, which we will be getting to in a moment.
Got our 10 hats on, huh?
Yes, we have to now have a word from our sponsor, BetterHelp.
BetterHelp.
Listen, what do you do to nurture, to protect, to give your brain a rest? What do you do to care for your brain? Because, it's really important. We know about the long-term effects of, grief on people. They do all these studies and things like that. Let's do an analogy. If you knew that your car was going to be the only car you have for your whole life, you're assigned one car, how well would you take care of that? Because we trade in cars every couple of years or so, maybe we wouldn't take care of them as much as we normally would. So we have to think about that. We only have one brain.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah.
We've got to take care of it.
Got to take care of that one.
We've got to nurture it and make sure it's getting the love and attention it deserves. And it does affect how we experience life. So it's time to start thinking like
water your yard.
Water your brain.
Yes.
But there are plenty of ways to support a healthy brain, like learning a new language, taking power naps. There's also BetterHelp online therapy. We love therapy. We are big proponents of it. Sometimes, people need just a little brief therapy. They don't need to go on this long, extended journey. They just need to unload, to vent, maybe to get some helpful coping strategies to get through a really stressful life situation. Whatever your journey is, that's up to you. But BetterHelp is online therapy that offers video, phone, even live chat-only therapy sessions. You don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to. It's much more affordable than in-person therapy, and you can be matched with a therapist in under 48 hours.
And our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/sandwich. That's better, HELP.com/sandwich.
Yeah. So back to House and Habit really quickly. A lot of people were under the impression that Sam was basically hired to be a companion for Britney 5 years ago or so, right?
Sam Asghari?
Asghari, yes. And that he's using her for fame.
I thought that was the Johnny Depp judge.
Who?
Penny Asghari?
I don't remember her last name. I know it's Judge Penny. I didn't know her last name. But Sam Asghari is Britney's husband. And, now people are bringing up videos of this. His last girlfriend, apparently, before Britney, was some Cuban singer that I'm not familiar with. But they were saying that he was using her for fame and notoriety, and that's why he's been using Britney. And, and that he's been under the control of, like he only does Britney information when it benefits him, posts videos of her, and then follows it up with, talking about his new movie with, gosh, is that Mel Gibson? Or
Good night, Mike.
asking fans to help him get a part in Magic Mike 3, things like that.
Oh, so he posts something that's like a clickbait about Britney, and then spins it for something that benefits him. That's what he's doing.
Here's the thing for me. I don't know what's going on with Britney. I'm not there, but I do know Britney is not mentally well. She knows this.
Better help.
Well, she could benefit from that, and she has been through a lot of therapy, and she's on medications, off medications. I don't know where she stands in that journey, but here's the thing. I believe her father, however many years ago, that 13, 14, 15 years ago, whenever the conservatorship started, I think he did probably save her life at that time. She was spiraling. She was hanging out with that really bad dude, Sam Lutfi. And
is this when she shaved her head and all that?
Yeah, and she was spending money. I do know some people in the music business that I've talked to, and they told me, hands down, just today I talked to someone that said he does not believe Britney's dad is a bad guy, that Britney's dad saved her life and saved her money, or she would be bankrupt or dead today. That's what this person told me that personally knows them. Mm-hmm. So but I don't know what happened along the way. I do think that after she got past the danger zone, Alan, there was a danger zone, I think, for her. But, I think there had to be a point where she was allowed to get some of her freedoms back. Mm-hmm. Just because you're not 100% mentally well, you have a right to your money, and you have a right to live your life and to be happy, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think there may became a time when he just overstepped his authority with her, overstepped his bounds, that the power got to be too much. Mm-hmm. As far as Sam, if he makes her happy,
that's what happened to Anakin.
Listen, there are a lot of 20-something-year-old women who marry these very wealthy, powerful men who are 3 decades older than them, and they earn every penny of the money for sleeping with that man, for being his arm candy, for doing what they have to do. They earn that money, right?
Like Anna Nicole Smith, remember that guy?
Right. The Howard or whatever his name was. But I'm saying these trophy wives, for the most part, they earn that money. And so I don't know the deal with Sam. Does he truly love Britney?
Sam, I am.
Could it have started off as, hey, hang out with Britney? We've seen Hallmark Christmas movies like that, right? Where you start off as friends and you're like, I got to hang out with her, I don't want to. And then suddenly it turns into love. Maybe. That doesn't mean he's always wanted to be an actor. He's always wanted to be that.
Really?
Yes.
He's wanted to be a serious actor?
Yes. And so he happens to marry and fall in love with Britney Spears. Why wouldn't he take advantage of a little bit more name notoriety? But there are some things that are super troubling. Like I'm talking too much. This is it for celebrity stuff. Britney posted an Instagram message thanking Selena Gomez for coming to her wedding, saying what a surprise it was. Mm-hmm. Like, she didn't even know who the guest list was. It was the most random. Paris Hilton, we know that she and Britney used to be friends back in the day when she was running around with, all that. Mm-hmm. Madonna, Selena Gomez, Drew Barrymore. And it's almost like, did Britney even know who was coming to her wedding? None of her family was there, not even her children. So there's a lot of question marks around this. If you want to follow House in Habit, a lot of people always miss what I say. And they're like, what was that again? House, I-N, Habit. House in Habit. Her Instagram stories is where you can keep up with all of that. Mm-hmm. That's all the celebrity gossip I got, y'all.
I've kind of lost touch with House and Habit since the Johnny Depp trial has kind of
Yeah, she lost a lot of followers after that.
I did see some Johnny Depp stuff, though, just random stuff. I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know what to believe. But I had heard that Amber's team actually wanted to – Kelly didn't know this. They wanted to settle before the trial. Mm-hmm. So there are actually documents that show that her team presented a proposal to, we just want to settle this. We don't want to go to a trial. And Depp's team said, no,
No.
No, we're gonna.
And they fought to have it televised too.
We're gonna do a trial.
Johnny's team fought to have it televised. They
Yeah.
wanted it. They didn't want it twisted in the media, piecemealing out what makes one side look better than the other.
So that's how confident Depp's team was,
Mm-hmm.
and for good reason, because all she could do was get up there and lie, and we've been through that.
Did you see the terms of the proposed settlement or whatever? Did they?
I didn't.
No.
I just saw. There were many pages to it because is it Emily Baker?
Who's Emily Baker?
Isn't she the one with the purple hair that does the Emily Baker? Is
Oh,
that her
Emily
name?
B. Baker, yeah, or something like that. Yeah,
was
she's
either-
she's a YouTube attorney.
No,
Emily D. Baker.
It was either on Emily's Instagram or the JD case. I follow the JD case too. It was the JD case. They posted several pages of it, and you always got to like pinch and zoom in to read these legal
It's too
documents.
much.
So I just pieced out and read the
The
caption,
gist.
and it basically said Amber's team filed a motion to just settle before the trial started.
Yeah.
And they were unsuccessful with that.
Well,
They also filed something about juror
number
call it?
15 or something.
Jury
I don't
juror
know.
15
I don't
or
remember the
something?
number.
Jury corruption or
Right.
something.
It was a senior junior situation. Did we not already talk about this on a previous podcast?
No.
See, I talk a lot about this on the Kid Craddock morning show.
Nationally
So
syndicated.
sometimes I can't remember where I talked about what.
Dime.
Apparently, there was a senior and a junior living at the same address. And when the jury summons came, it was intended for senior, but junior went. But Amber's team knew about this before the trial started. They held on to that until just in case they lost, so they could say, now we want a mistrial. But from what I understand, there was no specification between the junior or senior. So either one of them, I guess, could have gone, even though it was intended for the senior. Anyway, the judge said no.
Judge Penny told him to go pound sand.
You should have brought this up before the trial started.
Go piss up a rope.
You don't wait until after you lose to say, oh, well, by the way, now that we've wasted everybody's time and money.
Told him to go fly a kite.
Yeah. So that didn't go anywhere.
Jump in a lake.
Take a long walk off a short pier. Did you use that one?
Put an egg in your shoe and beat it.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
What else we got?
That's all I got.
All right, babe.
So anyway, that's a lot of celebrity gossip. And that's not really what we do here on A Sandwich and Some Lovin', but
So
how
much.
can I not talk about these things?
So much celebrity gossip. You got anything else?
I've got a ton.
Okay, I've got a few things. I just have a few things. One is last week we did. What are we naming this bit? Questions that Dylan asked that I can't answer. What is it?
Is it Dylan's Impossible Questions or
Dylan's
something?
Impossible Questions.
How about that?
There you go. Dylan's Impossible Questions. So he asked me the origin of the word pinky, which we went into in
A deep dive.
great detail.
Deep diving on the pinky.
The other question was, what fish don't have scales?
Mm.
And I said, well, I know catfish don't, but I'm sure there are others, but I don't know what they would be. I got them right here.
Oh, wow.
And some of this is biblical. Did you know this?
I don't know what you're about to say.
Fish without scales? Did you know this?
Is it like what they're allowed to eat or not eat?
Well, let's talk about this. So there's only a few fish that don't have scales. The jawless fish, lampreys and hagfish do not.
Lamprey is an eel, right?
No, a lamprey is a fish that it uses suction to kind of hook onto another fish, and it's kind of like a parasite.
Mm-hmm.
And a hagfish is kind of a similar type of fish. But yeah, they're saltwater. They live in the ocean, but they don't have scales. They have smooth skin.
Okay.
So lampreys and hagfishes have a smooth skin without scales. They get their protection from a tough, leathery skin. Now, check this out, babe. I don't know if you knew this. What does the Bible say about fish without scales?
Well, I know you can't eat unclean things.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, this was for the Jewish people. So I would imagine, I read the Bible through last year and I don't remember this segment, but I would guess because catfish are like bottom feeders, right? They eat the garbage and they don't have scales, right? So you wouldn't eat them?
Of all the creatures living in the water of the seas and the streams, you may eat any that have fins and scales. But all creatures in the seas or streams that do not have fins and scales, whether among the swarming things or among the other living creatures in the water, you are to detest. That is from Leviticus 11.
Oh, that was early in my Bible reading.
How about that?
Yeah.
So I'll eat a catfish all day, every day, as will most Southerners.
Well, this was the Jewish law, right? This is for the Jewish people.
I don't know, babe. I'm not a biblical scholar.
That was for the
Okay,
Jewish law.
I'm just telling you what Leviticus says.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And a lot of Jewish people still abide by many of those rules, but not all of them.
Yeah, like pig, pork, the cloven hoof,
Yeah.
unclean animals.
But I know some Jews who eat bacon.
You want to name them on the podcast?
Nope.
Do tunas have scales? Tuna have very few, because I threw out to Dylan, I think maybe tuna don't have scales. They do have scales, just very few scales, yet they are nevertheless considered a kosher fish.
Oh.
So there you go. On a sandwich and some leaven, lampreys, catfish, hagfish. Unclean, no scales.
Wow.
Leviticus threw that down. Detest them.
You know what? Dylan's questions really lead us down some very interesting paths.
That's why I wanted to do this bit.
It really, it opens my eyes. I don't even think to ask these questions.
Right. That's the mind of a child.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we sit around all day and wonder when the next freaking Lincoln Lawyer is going to be posted. He thinks of deep things like that.
Right.
Where's Pinky come from? Why don't fish have, what are the fish
Never
that don't have
crossed
scales?
my mind until this podcast.
Exactly.
Thank you, Dylan Evans.
Yes. That's the difference between an adult mind that's all warped and whipped and.
One day you're going to be out of material and content. So you'll be like, Dylan, hey, you got anything for me, buddy?
Oh,
Give me a question.
I've got lists of these questions.
tell
I
you.
keep them in my notes.
Dylan, I love that kid. But man, if I hear, tell me a riddle one more time. He is so into riddles right now.
Oh, man.
Oh, we have exhausted every internet list of riddles in existence.
He just told me one right before we hit record. You want to hear it?
Yeah, now he's making them up.
Yeah,
he's making up his own riddles because we're like, Dylan, every list on the internet we have done, we have searched every list, and the lists are now starting to repeat themselves. We know so now he's making his own riddles up.
So he told me this 20 minutes ago.
You want him to come tell it, or do you want to do it? Can he do it, you think?
I don't know if he'll panic. You can ask him.
He's right outside the door.
We'll ask him to come do it.
Let me see. Okay, stall for a second.
Oh, okay. So while Kelly's doing that, what can we talk about? Actually, yeah, I know. I have a good story about Cole, something Cole and I talked about today. I'll tell you here in just a second. Kelly is asking Dylan, I'll just give you the play-by-play. Kelly is asking Dylan to come tell the riddle. And let's see if he tells it.
He shrugged, but
We're
he's coming.
We're waiting on the Dylster.
He's coming.
Come on, Dylster. Come tell
on,
your
Dill.
riddle about the water. The one you just told me in the bedroom. Okay.
Okay, he's ready.
Yeah, he's ready.
Do it.
This is a good one. I like this.
He's still a little hot. And are you exhausted from soccer practice?
Come here,
Yeah.
come here, Dylster.
Here,
Okay.
come stand between us. Can he stand between us?
Sure.
There you go.
There's the Dylster. Okay, Dylster, you just told me a good riddle. Why don't you go ahead and tell the podcast audience?
What do you call water that's cold?
What?
What do you
call? Where did he go?
If you had just let him tell it,
I didn't know what he said.
he wouldn't panic and run off.
Why did he panic and run off?
Because you were like, what? What?
I didn't understand what he said.
He said, what do you call water that's cold?
Dylan, come tell us what the answer is. I guess that's it. I didn't think I did anything wrong. Oh, you forgot it? That's why you ran off. You didn't run off because of me? No. Well, come here. Because your dad thinks you ran off because of me, and now I'll look bad on the podcast. Please. Please, I want you to come here.
On a sandwich and some leaven podcast.
Dylan.
You don't remember this one?
No.
Okay. See, he ran off because he forgot the answer, not because I couldn't understand what he was saying. Right, Dill?
I'll help you.
Yeah.
I'll help you tell it to Kelly.
Thank you.
Okay. So the first one was, what do you call water that's cold?
Yes.
What?
Cold water?
Cold water.
Cold water. Okay.
What do you call water that's warm?
Warm water?
Warm water.
What do you call water that's frozen?
Ice.
But you're supposed to let Kelly answer. But that's okay. That's okay, buddy.
Good job.
This last 2 minutes might be the most failed epic bit on the podcast ever in the history.
Good job, Dylan.
In the history of podcast
Good
bits.
job, Dylan.
Jeez.
All right.
You gotta love doing stuff live. Sometimes it's just not gonna work out.
And I love that immediately you went to Kelly. It's your fault. He ran out of the room. I was like, what
well, he looked at you and then he just yogurt.
Panicked.
He yogurted out.
But you immediately were pointing the finger at me.
Panicked.
Thank God he came back. I would have never heard the end of that. All right, look, real quick. I know a lot of people are busy, but you want to prepare good, healthy meals for your family. If you've ever been considering a meal delivery kit service, we highly recommend Green Chef. Green Chef is the #1 meal kit for eating well with dinners that work for you, not the other way around. Whether you're keto, paleo, vegan, vegetarian, if you're gluten-free, or if you're like us, you just want to eat more balanced meals. Green Chef offers a wide range of recipes to suit your preferences. They've got so much flexibility. You can choose from all 24 weekly recipes with the option to mix and match meals for each eating preference. You could do vegan one day, keto the next, mix it up. You could do fast and fit, keto, paleo. It's all up to you. All of Green Chef's recipes feature delicious, fresh, seasonal produce. I brag about the produce all the time, Alan. Do I not?
No, you do.
They have premium proteins, organic ingredients. Some of my favorite recipes we've most recently cooked together: zesty salmon with wasabi crema, with sesame carrot fries and basmati scallion rice. So good. Chef's kiss on that one. Smoky pork patties with caramelized onions, roasted cauliflower. I'm in a big cauliflower phase right now with the cabbage slaw. You'll love the time Green Chef saves you because there's no weekly meal planning, grocery shopping, or the prep, because Green Chef delivers pre-measured and prepped ingredients straight to your door. We're huge fans. Green Chef's also owned by HelloFresh. So you've got an even wider array of meal plans to choose from, and our listeners can enjoy both brands at a discount with us.
And we're wearing our green shirts in honor of Green Chef.
No coincidence.
So go to greenchef.com/sandwich135 and use code sandwich135 to get $135 off across 5 boxes, and your first box ships free. That's greenchef.com/sandwich135 to get $135 off across 5 boxes, and your first box ships free. Green Chef, the #1 meal kit for eating well.
I'm sorry. I feel like I want to start laughing again because of
Why?
Dylan.
Because he panicked?
He just ran.
I know, he's panicked.
Like, what do you call cold water? And he ran.
He froze. Guys, that's the definition of a yogurt.
He literally
does
yogurted
that.
out.
He does that. He
ran.
But did you see the look in his eyes? That's when he couldn't think of it. We were playing the King of, and he couldn't think of anything. He's like, yogurt.
I wish I could do that as an adult.
Just panic?
Y'all, let me tell you something I've done, and I'm already regretting it. Okay, so there's this luncheon coming up later this year. And there's one woman that she's just got my number, y'all. And every time she asks me to do something, I say yes. I just cannot tell this woman no. She's a sweetheart. I told
Kelly to refer these people to me.
I'm going to do it after this one because I am sick thinking about it. I have been asked to moderate, not a panel. It's just a conversation. I think I'm allowed to say this. It was top secret for a while with Tyra Banks.
You're going to what? What are you going to do?
I'm going to I'll be on a stage with her.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to ask her questions and have a conversation with her.
Okay. Well,
I'm terrified.
Why? You talk to people all the time.
It's different.
Different. How is it different?
It just is. And I'm scared to death. And if I could get out of it, I would. But yeah. So I wish I was thinking like Dylan. I could what if I get up on stage with Tyra and I'm like, yogurt, and I just run.
Well, wait a minute.
I just run.
Back up. Is this pro bono?
I think so. I don't know.
Unbelievable.
I just say yes. It's horrible. I'm horrible.
I thought I was taking care of these things for you.
I know.
So you just decided, well,
she's got my number.
I'm just going to donate my whole weekend for this, and
it's okay, Alan. We'll talk about that part later.
Unbelievable.
Hey, listen, speaking of the former Mrs. Ben Affleck, Jennifer Garner. I shared this with Alan a while back, and I thought it was so fascinating. I keep meaning to bring it up on a podcast, and I haven't done it yet. She likes to share other content on her Instagram. If you don't follow Jennifer Garner on Instagram, you should. She's really fun, very cute, wholesome. It's like, gosh darn it, she's just a good old gal, you know? And anyway.
Swell?
She's very swell. She posted a TikTok video from somebody, I believe, that works as a nurse. His Instagram handle. Oh, no, it was TikTok. It was a TikTok from @SoCal, like SO_KAHL. Anyway, he was addressing headaches, and where your headache is on your head matters. Not all headaches are the same. And I thought this was so fascinating because, you know, like if I get a sinus headache and I take a Tylenol, it's not going to go away. I have to take sinus headache medicine, you know, so you have to treat a headache based on what kind of headache it is, right? So anyway, he said, this is fascinating. If you have a headache in your forehead, that means you need more sleep. A forehead headache means you need more sleep. That's how you remedy it. Alan is not fascinated. Number 2.
No, I think it's interesting. We've talked. You and I have talked about.
We have talked on the top of the head. If you have a headache on the top, that means you need to eat or drink more water. You need to eat something or drink more water. That means you're not getting enough hydration or food. That's at the top of the head. The back of your head means you're stressed, too much stress. So you need to figure out how to relax and unwind. In your face, that's the sinus headache. That's when nothing will do but Sudafed, something of that nature. But he also said to take medicine and exercise is good for a sinus headache. I guess that breaks up the congestion while you're out there moving and your blood pumping, right? If you have a tight headband feeling headache, that is a tension headache. He said you need to get away from screens and take a hot shower. Put down your devices, that stuff, you know, the strain on your eyes. You know, we wear blue blockers and stuff like that, but every once in a while, you just got to get away from it and take a hot shower is the remedy for the tight headband headache. Mm-hmm. If you have a headache around your eye, that is a cluster headache. See a doctor if those are prevalent.
Ooh, because I get those sometimes where it feels like someone is sticking like an ice pick in one of my eyes.
Just one eye.
And I have to close that eye?
Right. That's the cluster headache. But if you get it just every once in a while, I don't think it's as big of a deal as if like you're getting them constantly.
I think it's like a brain cramp.
Yeah, right? That does make sense. And then finally, the last one, if you have a headache on the side of your head, he said that's a migraine, not a headache. So a migraine isn't a headache? I didn't understand that one, but I'm just going to tell, this is what he said. So the side of the head is a migraine.
What if your entire head hurts, like mine does now?
Alan.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Not nice.
No, I was just joking.
I thought that was helpful
It
information.
is. It's very helpful. But seriously, what if your entire head is just sore?
I would imagine
that's a hangover.
That could be that. He didn't.
That's a hangover.
Well, a hangover, would that be mostly on the top of your head, and that means you need more hydration?
For me, it's my entire head.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know, this is a good segue because I was talking to one of our teenagers today, Cole Evans. I took him all the way out to Allen from Plano and discovered that his baseball camp had been canceled.
There was no email or phone or nothing?
Nothing was communicated to me, but the coaches were on scene and they said, we got 4 guys. I guess everyone's out of town or it's too hot, so we're just going to call it.
Oh, so they didn't call it until y'all got there.
Yeah. So.
You know what? I'd be like, you had 4 that showed up.
Yeah.
You had 4 that showed up.
So Cole and I
don't understand what's happening. You have 4 that show up. Mm-hmm. You work with the 4 that showed up.
I got nothing, babe. I've got shoulders attached to my ears right now.
All right.
So Cole and I get back in the air-conditioned truck and roll on over to Starbucks. He gets a caramel frap. I get my usual coffee, and then we get back in the truck and roll back to Plano, and we are talking about all kinds of stuff. So the segue is we just start talking about these random things. First subject that came up.
Headaches?
Well, was pains. So I just asked him, what do you think's worse, buddy? A pain in the neck or a pain in the rear? And he thought about it for a second. He's like, I think pain in the neck is actually worse than a pain in the rear.
He really put some thought into
He did,
that,
because
huh?
he said, I can fall on my rear and it doesn't really hurt that bad. But if I've got a pain in my neck, that hurts.
You can't even turn your head when
Yeah.
it's that bad. Oh,
So why is it that we use someone as a pain in the ass more than we say that person is really a pain in the neck? Because a pain in the neck is actually worse,
yeah.
right?
I guess it depends on your level of vulgarity.
That's why we say, that's why I say pain in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that was one thing we talked about. The second thing was, Kelly, you came up.
I did.
You did, and it was about panicking. The subject of just panicking came
Like
up.
running away.
Right, like Dylan just did.
Yes.
He panicked and yogurted it out. And then, so Cole says, well, Dad, do you think Kelly panics a lot? I took up for you.
You took up for me.
I did, because you have a reputation with the boys as kind of panicking sometimes.
How so?
Just about stuff.
What do I panic about in front of the boys? Now I'm going to be self-conscious.
I told Cole, I said, I don't really think Kelly panics too much.
What was his example?
Well, we couldn't come up with a concrete example. It could be anything.
See, so to call someone
But
a panicker with zero examples.
But I came up with a concrete example. I said, well, buddy, I don't think she panics too much, but she did panic just the other day. I got a package, and he said, yeah, what was in it? And I said, well, it was a T-shirt that I ordered. And he said, really? So she panicked about that? I said, yeah. She looked at it. She looked at me. She goes, you don't need another T-shirt. Why are you ordering another T-shirt?
That's not panicking. That's nagging. Why is that panicking?
Well, I told Cole you panicked about the T-shirt.
But let's be honest. You don't need another T-shirt.
I told Cole, I said, I think Kelly panicked because I have so many T-shirts. Cole said, you don't have that many T-shirts. And I said, yeah, I don't think I do, actually.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Why are you going,
Y'all, that's
why are you doing that?
You can't even squeeze another shirt in your closet.
You know
It's
why?
bad. Why?
Those
Do you have
bi-
too many T-shirts?
No, those big fat ass plastic hangers you
No.
buy.
You insist on the plastic hangers.
I don't.
Alan doesn't like the velvet hangers.
No,
because he
those are
can't-
horrible.
He can't just pull his shirt off. He
No,
wants the smooth
I don't want to get in a
plastic
fight
hangers.
with the hanger
He
every
wants
time
the
I want a
smooth-
shirt.
Right. So you insist on the plastic hangers. That's why we have plastic hangers on your side.
I grew up
On
with
my
wire
side-
hangers.
My side
Hangers.
is all velvet
Why did I say
hangers.
hangers?
I don't know. But that's a terrible example of panicking. So neither you nor Cole could come up with a good example.
Okay. Well, that was subject 1 and 2. The third subject is we pull up to the house. Cole said, something I learned at camp? And I said, what, buddy? And he said, 90% of people, when they wake up in the morning, look at their phone.
First thing.
Less than 10% look at their Bible.
Oh yeah, it was a Christian camp.
And I was
Church
like,
camp.
buddy, I am so proud of you just for thinking about that. That is awesome. And I said, guilty. Guilty.
Oh, very guilty.
Guilty. First thing I do when I get up in the morning, what do? Go sit on the can, dogs up in my business, and I'm looking at my phone.
Yeah.
So yeah, he learned that at camp. I think he also said, yeah, our counselors were telling us, if more people would kind of move away from the phone and maybe crack a Bible open every now and then, might be a different place to live.
Might be, right?
I don't know. It could be.
Yeah. I always get I have great intentions. I order all these devotional books and stuff, and I fail. I fail really badly. It would be hard for me to do it before work. My alarm goes off at 4 and
Yeah.
I hit snooze until about the last possible minute. Do I wake you? Do you sleep through the snoozes?
No, I don't hardly ever
Oh,
wake
good.
up when you wake up.
'Cause when the
I wake
alarm-
up sometimes when you're like walking out the door though.
Well, because we're right by the door where it goes, garage door open as loud as it can right when I'm opening the back door.
DFW security.
Yeah. Or back door open,
Ad.
whatever it says.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, my alarm goes off and I immediately stick it under my pillow and hit the snooze button. And it goes off at least 10 times before I finally get up. It's terrible.
Yeah. So I don't know. I sometimes think about these things, these little conversations I get into with the boys, and
Well, let me tell you this. Did we talk about Cole coming back from camp last podcast? and about the ladies' man. Did we talk about that on the podcast?
No, we didn't talk about that.
So Cole coming back from camp last Saturday. We haven't recorded the podcast,
No.
So yeah, okay. We haven't talked about it, but he went to church camp. We told you he was going, and he had a wonderful time.
Oh, sorry, babe. It was called a lasso.
A lasso.
And one of our listeners was asking me, my man.
He had a great time. Went zip lining, and what else he did. He probably talked to you about more of his activities. Kids don't want to talk a lot.
They did a lot of group stuff, races and things as a group. And I think he said his group finished first.
It was like team competitions.
That
the captain of his team said he's done this camp for like 18 years or something, and this is the first time he's won or something like that.
They did dodgeball, and it was really cool because they had this facial recognition app that I could sign up for. It was like $8 or something. And every time Cole was caught in a picture, I'd get a message on this app, a notification, and I could see what he was doing. It was amazing.
Even if it was just his eyes and he was standing behind somebody, it would recognize
Even if
him.
there were 100 people in the photo and he was, like Kelly said, in the background, it would... I'm like,
isn't that crazy what
this
technology
is crazy
can do?
and also a little scary, but...
A little scary.
Yeah, anyway.
But he comes home and he says... There was one kid there that was the ladies' man.
Yeah, he said this guy was a ladies' man.
We're like, weren't you the ladies' man? Because Cole's good looking. He's like, no, the girls were interested in me. He said that everybody was just staring at this guy. He was the ladies' man.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, it's the 7th grader, 8th grader. Anyway, we were like, what made him a ladies' man? He said, well, his eyes are kind of like mine. He said, but he has all this curly hair, and all the girls liked it. But he said everybody was calling him the ladies' man. Well, guess who was at my house when I came home today? The ladies' man. Cole and he became friends. I was like, good going, Cole. You want to be friends with the ladies' man.
Very, very polite fellow.
His
polite.
real name is Evan.
Very polite fellow.
Very polite, very cute.
Very nice.
Very cute, very nice. And it was just so
You
funny.
know who he reminds me of?
What?
My man, Travis, Andrea Dowling Gulledge's son.
Yeah.
Doesn't he look like a smaller version
he could be a Gulledge.
of Travis? Yeah.
He could be a Gulledge. But yeah, it was just so funny that the ladies' man was in my pool this afternoon when I came home. So funny.
They were funny. Yeah, Cole asked if he could come over, and I said, sure.
I didn't realize they'd become friends at camp. I just thought he was just talking like,
No.
From a distance, the ladies'
He
man.
knew him before camp.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, because they do the performance training, the weightlifting and the sprinting and all that. They do that together. He goes to it's my understanding, he goes to a different school, but they know each other from PC.
Well, there you go.
But yeah, his mother brought him over today, and then I was out in the garage doing some stuff.
I made them Totino's pizza rolls. I've never made those in my life, Alan. Today was the first day I ever made them.
And they came
I was a little nervous because I was presenting them to the ladies' man. I'm done.
So I was in the garage today, and they came out and said, can you take us to Chick-fil-A? And I'm like, yeah, sure. And they're like, can we take the Chevelle? I'm like, well, it's like 105 guys, and the air conditioner doesn't work too well. So they were a little bummed about that, but we took the truck.
Maybe he'll be around in the fall.
Yeah. No, so yeah, it was cool. It was fun.
And I made Totino's rolls.
And you made Totino's rolls.
For the first time. I've never done that before.
That's awesome, babe. Awesome.
Well, it's nerve-wracking when you're presenting to company.
In the toaster oven?
Yeah, because I didn't know if they were quite right.
Pizza rolls?
Right. I'd never done it before. I was afraid they might be cold in the middle or mushy.
What did the instructions say?
I did what the instruction says, but that doesn't always mean they turn out. How many times have I followed directions and it hasn't worked out?
Not often when it comes to cooking. Usually you tear right into the box and throw the box away.
No, I read the instructions.
No, you most certainly do not.
Yes, I do. I read the instructions, but they don't always work.
I'll have to disagree with you on this point.
All right. Just like you say I panic all the time and couldn't come up with an example.
You're kind of panicking talking about the pizza rolls, just in general.
This is not panicking.
It's not?
No.
Oh, okay. I have a pretty liberal use of the word panic.
Apparently.
Like, to me, panic can mean, like, really anything. Like...
Well, then that waters down the meaning of the word panic.
It's like all bodies are beautiful. It's more like getting nervous about something. Panicking is more kind of getting nervous about stuff.
Panicking is extreme, though.
Yeah. I don't know.
Do you want to come back and tell another riddle?
Dylster, you want to tell another riddle?
You want to redeem yourself?
You got anything else?
Okay, you go think of it, babe.
Hey, buddy. Fish without scales. Lampreys, hagfish, catfish. Yep. That's it.
There you go.
There you
Asked
go.
and answered.
Asked and answered.
See you, bud. You know, I was yogurt to you. Go think about it, honey. I got a DM from a listener, and I've actually reposted her a couple of times on my Instagram. She's so cute. And she wrote me a message, and she said, "Hi, Kelly. I've been listening to you since I can remember and find reasons to drive on Wednesdays so I can listen to the Love Letters to Kelly podcast.
Love letters.
I love how you give advice to continue to date your spouse. I was inspired by that and your mention of the Date Night Ends Instagram. Remember a couple years ago, this woman was like, she and her husband were kind of on a budget, and so they came up with real creative ideas for dating. Date night in instead of going out, right? And I encouraged her to start an Instagram. Is this ringing a bell for you, Alan? Date night in. Anyway, it's date underscore night underscore in. If you want to go follow her on Instagram.
Okay.
And she would just do all these little fun, creative date ideas. Anyway, this lady said she was inspired to start her own Instagram with date ideas and parenting humor and wanted to share, hoping that maybe I'd mention it someday. And her last name is Lowry. So they're calling it the Down Lowrys, but they're given the down low. The Down Lowrys are given the down low on date nights and parenting. Anyway, super cute. I've been following her. She's funny. And, you know, all these little viral moms and videos and TikTokers and Instagrammers, they all start somewhere. I think she's really got something special. So that's why I was like, a lot of people ask me to mention stuff. I'm like, yeah, maybe I'll try. But she's really, really cute. So if you want to follow her on Instagram, it's at the Down Lowrys, but it's DOWNLOWRYS at the Down Lowrys, but it's giving you the down low. Get it?
I get it.
Get it. Got it.
I got it.
It's hard. It's hard to explain that. It's on the down low,
No,
but it's the down Lowrys.
I got it.
Good.
It's like in Coming to America, there was McDougal's.
Right.
And it was supposed to be kind of like McDonald's.
Right, but not the same.
But not the same.
This is a pronunciation issue more so. But anyway, check her out. She asked me to mention her. And I actually, before I just like, oh, yeah, sure. I actually saw a few of her Instagram stories and posts. I'm like, she is a good follow. So she has my blessing and my endorsement, and good luck with that.
Speaking of good follows, we got another one to do?
Just one more.
Okay, go ahead and do that. And,
Well,
and then we're going to yogurt out.
I was super excited when I found out that Thrive Cosmetics, I should say, was becoming a part of our podcast family of sponsors, because I truly do love Thrive Cosmetics. This company uses clean ingredients, good for your skin, 100% vegan and cruelty free. Those are very important things, but I also truly love everything I've tried from Thrive Cosmetics so far. The liquid lash extensions is their #1 best-selling product. The mascara mimics the look of lash extensions without damage, that you can get from the fake stuff. But if there's one thing I cannot live without every day, it's the Brilliant Eye Brightener. This cream to powder highlighter stick. It brightens and opens your eyes. Looks like you've got a full night's sleep, even if you haven't. 13 shades to choose from. Gives you the perfect wash of color. It does not crease. I put this stuff on like at 4:30 in the morning. It lasts until I take it off at night. Also try Thrive Cosmetics Sunproof 3-in-1 Invisible Priming Sunscreen. You got SPF 37 with that. It preps your skin perfectly for makeup, but it also protects you from aging sun damage. And you don't just need that during the summer, ladies. You need that year round. It's called Thrive Cosmetics for a reason, because for every product you buy, Thrive Cosmetics Bigger Than Beauty program donates to help communities thrive, with over 300 giving partners across the country, supporting some wonderful causes, including the National Breast Cancer Foundation, which is headquartered in Frisco.
I didn't know that.
I didn't realize that either, right up the road.
That's amazing and awesome. And now is a great time to try Thrive Cosmetics for yourself. And right now you can get 15% off your first order when you visit thrivecosmetics.com/sandwich. That's Thrive Cosmetics, CAUSEMETICS.com/sandwich for 15% off your first order.
Go enjoy it, because I love it.
So you were talking about TikTok or Instagram or something before we did that. What were we talking about?
Well, the at the Down Lowrys.
At the Down Lowrys. It's supposed to be kind of like at the down low.
But their name is Lowry. LOWRYS. So it's at the Down Lowrys.
Are you the type when you're talking to somebody and maybe they don't understand what you're saying,
So I just repeat it?
but louder and louder and louder. You don't do that, do you?
Maybe. I don't know.
You wouldn't be.
If I did
you
that.
wouldn't be one of those people, would you?
If I did, I wasn't aware of it. Why?
I'm kidding.
Oh, I thought we were leading somewhere
No,
with that.
because you kept doing that.
I just wanted to make sure I was making myself clear.
Yeah, you kept doing that analogy, and it was almost like you kept
Well-
saying it louder and louder, hoping that I would understand you more.
Well, I was maybe hoping for maybe just some sign of interest from you that you were getting what I was trying to say.
I was listening.
Well, listening and looking interested are two different things.
That's true. I mean,
Anyway.
I can throw the you think I'm listening face, but I really have glazed eyes look better than just about anybody.
Yeah. It comes very naturally to
Oh, 25 years of corporate meetings will do that to you. I mean, you got to sit there with a freaking yardstick down your back looking like you're interested for hours.
you. Well, try looking like that with me.
When
For
you
1
could,
hour.
When you could really care less and you'd like
Again, just try looking like that.
and you'd like to be out on the golf course. No, you were talking about Instagram, and speaking of Instagram, all that wonderful time we had at Cedar Creek Lake over Father's Day weekend, Sea-Doo has released those videos.
Yeah.
So if you haven't checked them out, check out Sea-Doo's YouTube account if you're so inclined or interested, or follow them on social media, and you'll see the video that they produced of our family out there on the lake. It's really great.
SEADOO.
Yeah, SEADOO. They've posted a TikTok and a Instagram reel, and I think they're going to keep posting all kinds of stuff.
That's wonderful.
So, yeah, it turned out really cool. They call it the hero video, which is like the longest one. It was about 2.5 minutes, and
What, the hero means it's long?
hero,
Like a hero sandwich?
no. That's gyro, isn't it?
No, like a hero.
I thought that
Like
was. I thought that was gyro.
No, HERO is like a hero, is like a sub sandwich.
I think you're thinking GYROS.
No, that's a gyro.
And
That's Greek.
Where I come from, good eye, mate. Where I come from, that we call it gyro.
I did too. I thought it was a gyro until the lady at the Greek restaurant, I finally asked her. I just asked her. I said, "Am I saying that right?" And she said, "No."
Yeah.
It's
Wait.
Gyro.
Is that your Greek restaurant person?
That's it. No. That's it.
But
But there's a hero sandwich, the Great
No.
American Hero. It's a sandwich.
a hero video or shot in marketing is like the main thing,
Oh, so you're the hero.
like the hero shot. No, I'm not the hero. It's like
You're the hero of the video. You're the dad.
we're having a problem communicating tonight. I'm just gonna yogurt out after this, I think,
I was just wondering why they called it a hero.
because it's the main thing.
Got it.
It's like the main campaign piece.
The big sandwich.
So anyway, they posted that. I shared it on my stories. I think you did too. But yeah, go check it out.
I
It's
tried
cool.
one of the stories. I had trouble getting the link. You know me, y'all. I'm not very technically savvy.
You don't say.
I say. With technology, I do panic. That would have been your prime
There
example.
you go.
That would have been your example.
Why did I not think of that?
I just don't know.
Example of Kelly panicking. Kelly Raspberry Evans is under a deadline, and she has somebody she has to upload a video to a Google Drive for. So she's taken a video on her phone, and she now needs to get that video either from her phone to the Google Drive or from her phone to her laptop to the Google Drive.
What a nightmare.
And if you want to see someone panic under a deadline,
that's me.
there's a big
There you
mugshot
go.
of Kelly Raspberry Evans in the panic
I
manual.
just bailed you out.
Thank you.
Busted myself.
Thank you. Cole will back me up on that too.
Y'all couldn't think of one on your own. Anyway, enough of this podcast, don't you think?
Thank you.
Y'all, it is almost, as of recording this, 9 p.m. I'm going to go out in the dark. Oh my God, this is so stupid for me to do this and walk. And it is now 100 degrees, exactly as I predicted it would be by the end of this podcast.
Sun's down too.
I got to do it though, y'all. I've got to do it.
Accountability, babe.
Maybe I'll just walk up and I wonder how many miles it would take for me to just go up and down our street in our cul-de-sac. How many times I'd have to do it to hit 4 miles.
Sack. It would take a while.
I might just do that because I don't feel safe
How
walking.
boring is that?
Well, I'll just listen to my podcasts.
Which one?
Well, I love, I've talked about a few of them. Let's see what I'm listening to right now. I like Reality with the King. Some of he does a lot of reality housewives. Of course, Everything Iconic with Danny Pellegrino. I listen to Do You, Deux, the letter U by Dumois, which is the Instagram gossip site. Also Dateline podcasts, of course. I've downloaded a few that I haven't tried yet. The Firm, which is about the royal family, The Firm. I haven't started listening to that yet. Something Was Wrong is pretty good. Something Is Wrong is they have some, listen, if y'all haven't listened to this podcast, it's called Something Was Wrong. And they have it, every time I've listened to it, it's been a woman sharing a story. I don't think I've heard a man share a story yet, but basically there's a narrator and she only interjects at the very beginning and towards the end. And she always says the same thing. I am so sorry that happened to you. She always says the same thing. And it should be a drinking game. I am so sorry that happened to you. So if you want to listen to that, you'll see what I'm talking about. Something Was Wrong.
Okay, good. And one of our very, very best customers, Julie's Overalls, she's been a big player on the podcast lately. She just had a birthday.
Yes, happy belated, Julie.
But we sang to her last podcast.
I know, I'm saying happy belated.
Oh, okay. So she's
But
sitting.
it's actually Kelly's overalls, but you call her Julie's overalls.
Julie's Overalls is sitting in the live studio audience, and she said, Kelly Interior Design School panic.
I did. I hated it.
So, listener,
It wasn't at all what I wanted.
I would like you to email me at podcast@kellyandallen.com. Give me examples that you know of, concrete examples of Kelly panicking, and we will read those on the podcast and have some good laughs.
Great.
Interior Design School panic. I forgot about that. That was a panic.
Maybe we can start listing instances when Alan was a jerk. Send those in to podcast@kellyandallen.com. Maybe we'll just read just a few, maybe a handful of instances that you can specifically recall.
There's not enough
when Alan was being a jerk.
There's not enough email storage for that.
We'll do tit for tat. One panic for one jerk.
I'm doing shoulder shrug emoji right now.
Exactly.
Whatever.
That'll be a fun podcast.
All right, babe. Well, I love you desperately.
Love you.
I hear some chitlins out in the kitchen.
I know.
Doing some buffoonery.
Emma Kelly came back. She was with her dad today, so she loves being with her brothers.
Not sure what's going on out there, but I sense some buffoonery. Well, I love you desperately.
Love you.
Love our listeners desperately.
Love y'all.
Love our chitlins desperately. We're going to go rescue them. We got to feed one of them, I know.
At least one.
Yeah. And I'm sure we will podcast again real soon. And in the immortal words of the great Keanu Reeves, life is good when you have a good sandwich.